What up, Al? How's it going, everybody? Morning, good morning. Good day to ya. How are you doing? I'm in a weird mood. Part of me was like, should I even stream today? I don't know. Then, I don't know. I clicked the button. It's impulsive. You good? Got a shader working I was playing with last night. What kind of shader? You definitely feel the do I feel like going live tonight thing? Yeah. I think it's Friday. And I'm fatigued. I streamed every day this week except Sunday. Long ones. Got a lot done. And like my brain doesn't know what to do next. Yeah, yeah. Send it. Pixel dissolve shader. Send it. I feel really good about all of the building updates though. Game feels there were some rough edges there that they just felt really rough to me, and they feel much less rough. It's like, let's take a little stroll through town. Oh, you know what's bothering me? These windows are they're too opaque. I feel like the glass is too opaque. I want to see through it more. Is that what I think it is? Ooh, look at that. Nice. That is classic. Classic enemy death. I love it. Very cool. Feels very, yeah. There's nothing more JRPG than this. Like, I feel like I'm playing Final Fantasy VI right now. Nice. Nice, nice. When is your next playtest gonna happen? That's not good. When are you gonna swap out the level? I'm just gonna overwrite it. Straight in the game. Textures. Color Atlas. No. This guy. Why didn't it get upset that I was trying to overwrite it? Save a copy. PNG. We're just waiting on artwork and voice lines now. I'm looking to release next week. I have the voice lines. I just need to balance and get them in. It's crazy that you're doing VO. So much work. Why is it not asking if I want to overwrite this thing? Am I missing? What have I done? My first game, and I have writers, artists, VAs, and other devs working on it with me. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. You're somewhat of a cult leader. You've gathered quite the following. Quite the following of people people working with you. Got the foul cult. I like it. What the hell's going on? Inkeep. Project. Textures. Oh, it keeps making it copy. That's so annoying. No, don't do that. I'm gonna put it in here. Oh, wait. It's probably gonna freak out if I do that. Let's not corrupt Unity. Let's move it here naturally. I have some plans for some Twitch stuff too. I'm going to be reaching out to you and some other devs. Oh, dang. Oh, dang. I like the sound of that. Bumblebite. How's it going? I'm refactoring up to my eyeballs. I'm doing all right. How are you doing? Replace. Thank you. Jeez. All right. So it's much more transparent, which I like. Yeah. Okay, cool. Um, one thing I realized is that one of my cutscenes is basically this view, and I must have changed the size of my water plane. Now I can see the water plane. What if I do this? I'll just need to be higher. Absolutely paying all of them. That's nice. It's going to be a good weekend of coding. Got my e-drinks in the fridge and collected my Amazon packages. That sounds kind of nice. This weekend I'm going to be very busy. Probably won't even touch a computer. Maybe tomorrow morning? I don't know. I don't know if I'll do my tomorrow super early in the morning stream. Probably not. Rails, here it is. So it's this. Wait, what? Why is the X rotation 388? That's weird. What if I try something down here? Ah, then I need a background. That's the problem. I don't want to see the horizon. Falonier is what you're describing a secret? Or can you tell us? I don't think it's a secret. I just haven't talked about it publicly yet. Well, I'm not forcing you to, but what else are we doing? What else are we doing? What was that? Ah. Saribot has joined. A little late, huh? That was dangerous. All right. Town is good. I don't want to touch town anymore. I'm done. Done touching town. Um, I want to. Do I want to do a playtest and just see what I need? Should I read my notes? I should read my notes. Create a bucket of helpful dialogue messages. Yes. Add a demo specific pop-up. I did that. Did I don't think I tested it though. Makes everything cheap. I don't think I tested that. Let me test that again. So, Quest listeners, thank you for playing. It waits for proper business etiquette to be finished. Let's finish proper business etiquette. Sometimes I get like really tired and grumpy, and I just want to make tired, grumpy Twitter posts, and then I have to stop myself and be like, no, it's advertising. I can't just be super personable there. Or not personable, but personal. I just wanted to post a screenshot of this. Just dialogue text. I'd love to be left alone, and then just the caption, current mood. That's not appropriate. Find the head of the town council. Why isn't there an exclamation mark? We need to avoid becoming grumpy old men. I'll try at least. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. Why doesn't he have an exclamation mark? That's what I want to know. No, don't leave. Come back. Also, I changed the roof tiles on the town hall just to make it different from every other building. It works. Obsessed with roof tiles. So quest listeners, what are we listening for? We're listening for Scary Letter. Last check was true. Last check was true. That means indicator level should be 2. Why? Why isn't it showing up then? It's active. Quest state indicator levels. Aren't you having a really nice setup? Japan with wifey making games? Yeah? Oh yeah, life's amazing. I'm just... You can't control your moods all the time. Just because life's good doesn't mean you can avoid the grumpiness sometimes. Yeah, we got mood swings. We got mood cycles. Everyone does. Male or female. We all swing. We all we all have mood swings. Nothing you can do about it. Sorry, I had to talk with the girlfriend for a few minutes. No worries. Making a stream team for devs. What? Like one of those thingies that shows up at the next to your name? I've always been curious about those. All right, I'm listening. I'm listening. Are these chat bubbles annoying? They're so big, and everyone has one every day. It's like kind of annoying. Oops. Oh, I gotta change the spawn point of that. Oh, and the hardware store. And all of them, actually. I changed the spawn point of every single building. Well, why is this one in the air? Oh, that's right, because it used to be in the air. Now it's not. I feel like this hotspot used to be Oriel's antique shop, like where guests visit, because it used to be an outdoor antique shop, but now we got to move it inside. We got to move this inside. And in order to move it inside, I think I could just pick it up and drag it. No. Oh, so that cutscene won't even play anymore. Hmm. Should I just have that happen when you reach every building? No. Doesn't make sense. Just gonna get rid of it. I don't think I use this one either. Yeah, I don't use this. This never happens. Hmm. So when guests come here, they kind of just stand here for a minute and then leave. Is that okay? And I just realized that sometimes the store is closed, but guests have no idea. Like that whole system has no relevance to whether or not a guest can come here. Ugh, I don't care. I do not care. They will come and they will visit, and it might be closed. Okay, that's fine. So we'll just discover this right when we enter. Do we want Vic's Garden Shop to be a visitable place? And Fal, I hope you know that I'm not shying away from what you're talking about. I just feel like this might be something you want to talk about privately. In a week or two? Sure. Yeah. Sounds good. Is there anything? I have a zero. Why do I have no inspiration for this? I just have nothing. There's no kids, so I shouldn't really put a playground. Parks. Maybe this is where I put like a fishing spot, like a dock. Maybe I blow away some of this land and put a dock. Because I technically have a dock. Outdoor gym, tennis court. It's not very small town. Like, I got this. I got this dock. Should I just put it there? Am I allowed to do that? Can I just put a dock in my game? Am I allowed? A public fire pit. Yeah, what would some of the kids like hang out there? Let's just Google search some random shit. Public space. Small. I don't even know what I'm looking for. I'm just typing in random stuff. Maybe there's just a house under construction and you kind of have to fix it. Oh, also, where was that tree that was just in a rock? There's definitely a tree in a rock somewhere. Where is it? Here it is. Well, here's one. I shouldn't be doing this right now. This is all going to change. All right, I'm going to stop. So, think I'm good with all that. Let's move on. I'm gonna create a bucket of dialogues, like helpful dialogues that'll get peppered in. Maybe the guests say it. Let's see, generic responses, generic greeting, post hotspot suggestion. Oh, right. Okay, I'm gonna create a new conversation. Duplicate conversation. Copy. This one's gonna be called helpful tip. Helpful tips. And I'm just gonna dump tons of like random suggestions that either explicitly tell you you can do a mechanic or hint at a mechanic that maybe you can figure out on your own. That should be cool. Delete. Well, I might as well keep these. I'm not gonna check. Oh, wait, do I have to check to see if this decoration exists? I'd love to curl up on the couch with a good book. Do you have a bookshelf? Do you have a bookcase? Bookshelf? What do I call it? EM1. Do you have a bookshelf with books? Books in it. So yeah, okay, this is actually cool because it's gonna highlight these words like they're items, and you're just gonna know like that's exactly what they want. I want the lit up couch, the lit up bookshelf with lit up books inside of them, and that it doesn't get any more complicated than that. It should be so clear that those are the three items you need, and this person will be able to do what they want to do. All right. This has been missing from the game. Oh shit, I just realized something. I'll say it after the ad. Now, let me just write these all down. So, I bet if you put seats around a campfire, it would make it much more comfortable. Okay, so I don't know if anyone's ever played which is the Zelda where you there I think it's a Link to the Past, where sometimes there's just a little house with a telephone and you can pick up the telephone and like it like calls an old man in town and he gives you tips. But then when you go to the old man in town, he's too shy to talk to you. I love that so much. I kind of wanted to do something like that with these tips. I just remembered. Like I wanted you to have an uncle that like runs a massively successful hotel somewhere and he just calls up and you can call him up and ask for advice. I forgot I was going to do that. Maybe I turn that into Paul. Maybe Paul's that character. And maybe every day he gives you a new piece of advice. And that's Paul's conversation line. Like he has no interest in becoming friends with you, but he's like, "All right, I'll help you out. I sold you that piece of junk property. I might as well give you some advice on running it in." All right, I'm liking this. I'm liking this. The only problem is Paul's hard to get to. Do I care? Maybe Paul gives you his phone number and you can get a phone object and use it once a day. Or maybe you subscribe to a magazine. You subscribe to a magazine and every 3 days you get a letter. Okay. Okay. That's way better. Okay. And then it'll keep like a running record of it because your letters don't go away. Your letters kind of stick around. You can always check them. Okay, you're gonna I think a character in town is gonna say, "Hey, I heard you're having trouble. I signed you up for a newsletter, like I don't know, in weekly or something." Yeah, okay. This is a decent idea. So instead of writing this stuff here as conversation, let me write them here. So this is the game or in in advice in owner weekly magazine letter tips. Okay. So and they can be worded kind of sarcastically. Did you know guests like to read? We didn't either. Turns out if you put a couch near a bookshelf with books in it, your guests might enjoy that. Did you know guests like to read? We didn't either. It turns out if you put a couch near a bookshelf, books in it, your guests will enjoy getting lost in a story or two. Okay, that's a letter. Done. What are some other ones? Okay, yep. Campfires. M1. Campfires. And wait, is it EM1? I need to check. I always forget. Database, yes. Campfires and fire pits. They're super cozy. Make them even more cozy with some comfy seating, comfy log seats. Or some comfy seating, whatever. I'll just say seating. Okay, cool. So what are the other mechanics that I have that I just don't explain? I have restaurants, shops, selling items in displays. Actually, I don't really have shops. That's actually it's a lie. I want to make shops, which basically is just taking these item displays and putting them in special rooms called shops. Kitchens. Oh, buffet tables. So yeah, there's food. So I have buffet tables and restaurants. So how do I explain buffet tables? They're pretty simple. Guests are always hungry. Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna employ ChatGPT for a second, just to see if it can be sarcastic and funny. I'm curious. In All right, let's see. Let's see what ChatGPT thinks. In my Innkeeper Life Sim game, you get letters in the mail that teach you certain mechanics. Can you write a silly short description on how to use buffet tables? The actual use is you put food on them, and if there is a table and chair nearby, guests will eat. That is so long. Oh my god. Chill. 3 sentences. Oh my god. Well, it's like writing new mechanics. No, no, no. This one sentence describes it all. Just make it funny. Rewrite, but only use 3 sentences. And make it more conversational, like an advice column. Jesus. 3 longest sentences ever written. Incoming, Mr. Mart, how's it going? To use buffet tables, simply load it with your best dishes and place some tables and chairs nearby. Guests will grab their food from the buffet and settle down to eat at the nearest table, enjoying your culinary creations in comfort. It's an easy way. See, that's good, but I just wanted it. So, I just wanted it like funnier. Can you? That's a great length and perfectly described. But can you make it slightly funnier? To use a buffet table, just pile it high with your tastiest dishes and plop some tables and chairs nearby. Guests will swarm the buffet like bees to honey, plop themselves down to feast. It's an effortless way to turn your inn into a gastronomic paradise and keep those bellies happy. It's good. It's not funny. It just like added flourish to it and like weird metaphors. That's not funny. So can you rewrite it such that the writer is treating guests almost like they're weird animal? More sarcasm. To use buffet table, just heave with your finest dishes, scatter some tables and chairs nearby. Your guests, like peculiar creatures drawn to shiny objects, will flock to the buffet. It's getting funnier. Less wordy. The first one? Yeah, no, the first one's good. The first one's good. The herd. Just pile your best dishes on the buffet table and plop some tables. Stop saying plop. Your guests, like strange animals drawn to food, will swarm the buffet table, settle down to eat. It's the easiest way to keep the herd happy and full. Keep the herd. Bees to honey. No, bees make honey. They're not drawn to honey. I'm the bee. They're the humans eating my honey. Flies to honey, yeah. Or flies to other things. Hmm. Uh, okay. I'm just gonna, so it's always reference. I never just use it. It's always reference. So let's, this first one was decent. Like, we can possibly rewrite this to just be correct. And I want some preamble. How long can these letters be? This is, yeah, this is about as long as they can be. So I'll never be that long. Okay. That's like 5, 6 sentences. Jules letter. Where did I just put this? Oh God. Where is it? Where'd it go? What was I even doing? I don't even remember. Am I crazy? Did I just drag it out and duplicate it or delete it? What just happened? Where did it go? What is happening? Okay, what did I call that file? I called it Innkeeper Owner Weekly. Ugh, there it is. Oh my God. So, mechanic tips. That was crazy. I just had a total brain fart. I'm like, what was I working on? This is why I almost didn't stream today. Also, Mard, yeah, how's it going? I've been so bad with my Japanese lessons. I keep forgetting all day, and then I'll just do like a word challenge at the end of the day, just to get it in there. All right. Simply. I think there's a country saying like cows to cud. I don't like that. Would you care for another puzzle? I would care for another puzzle right now. I would love to be distracted with a puzzle. If anyone out there has a game they want me to play, I'll play it. I'll play it right now. I'm just looking for a distraction. I just want to do some like silly preamble. Your guests are hungry. I promise. Use a buffet table. What about Thief Simulator 2? Did you make it? Because if you made it, I'll play it. As long as it can run on my Mac. Browser games are preferred. Your guests are hungry. I promise. Use a buffet table. Load it up with your best dishes and place some tables and chairs nearby. Guests will grab their food from the buffet table. Grab their food. Let you test my game when possible, though? Yeah, definitely. I'll be here. You know, a lot of people have been really nice and played Alpine Lake on stream, and I do want to return the favors and, you know, play people's games. It's just silly that I'm on a Mac, like Augie, for instance. He didn't even ask me to play, but then he realized that I'm on a Mac and he couldn't ask me. Oh, right. I got to do this. EM1. EM1. Guess we'll grab their food and settle down to eat. You wouldn't believe how hungry they are. So maybe I time these out perfectly. Like I can time the letter such that it's slightly before the day where you might be able to get this item. Or even after, like once it's available. I don't understand skipping Mac support these days. Hugely popular platform. I mean, the numbers add up, or the numbers don't add up. Like if you look at Steam support for Mac, there's just not many people on Mac playing Steam games. Mr. Mard. This is Mr. Mard's game, Akari. All right, let's do this. Is this a tough one? Don't even tell me. So it can't be that. It can't be that. Intermediate. I mean, it doesn't have to be that. Oh, wait. What? Oh, I missed one. Oh, wait. Oh, this guy. Why not? What's it upset about? Oh, this. I think there's going to be a boom. I think all the kids getting their mom's old Macs for schoolwork. That's actually a good point. Never thought of that. Oh, this is funny. This is a funny one. Well, it's still impossible. Well, I know. Oh, wait, that's not impossible. This one might be in the wrong spot. No, that can't be it. That can't be it. has to be this. No, it can't be that. This is right where I was, right? I'm right back where I started. Oh, there we go. Okay. That was a tough one. Love that noise. All right. How do I introduce this magazine? Should there be like a traveling salesman? And maybe Exter? What? What's Exter? So yeah, so in the past like 3 weeks, Adam C. Eunice rated us twice. No, 3 times. Adam C. Eunice rated here 3 times, and that's very dangerous for someone like me. I'm a small streamer, and that's a large group that he brings in, and that's not a number that I can get used to handling. It's almost like a drug. It's like a big dopamine hit often, and I can see myself just being like, "Oh my god, I don't have 90 viewers. What's happening? Why do I suck so much?" But that's totally unrealistic. So dangerous. This town's looking nicer. Town's looking much nicer. I want to put an archway here, right? Do I need an archway? Although it doesn't make sense for an archway to be here. The entrance to town is here. It's what those newspaper boys say in movies. Oh, extra. I see what you're doing. Yeah, how should we introduce these letters? And what other letters do I need? Let's keep writing them. I just need to like close my eyes and try and write. Your guests are hungry, I promise. Use the buffet table. Or how about are your guests hungry? Are your guests hungry? I bet they are. Use use a buffet table. Just use a buffet table. Just use a buffet table. Load it up with some food. Place some tables and chairs nearby. And voila. How do you spell voila? Voila. Viola? Voila? Voila. And whammo blammo. How about I'll say whammo blammo instead? And Bob's your uncle. And your uncle's name is Bob. Load it up with some food. Place some tables and chairs nearby and wham. That's it. You wouldn't believe how hungry they get. I kind of want to say bet your arse they are. Bet your arse they are. I can't say that. Scary. Load it up with some food. Place some tables and chairs nearby. And wham, that's it. Wham. Wham is terrible. So restaurants are complicated. This might have to be a quest. This is going to be a quest. Selling items. Okay. Item displays. Innkeeping isn't all about cleaning rooms, or isn't all about making beds and building beds. It's kind of funny. Innkeeping isn't all about making beds. Learn to sell your silly crafts to make a few extra dub. I never call it dub anywhere. I very rarely call it dub. I need to start giving money out as rewards for things. I can do it everywhere. Innkeeping isn't all about making beds. Learn to sell your silly crafts to make a few extra dub. Is your game set in Canada? No. Is dub a Canada word? A Canadian Canada word? Is it a Canadian word? I was just like the channel points in here are Dosh, and I was just trying to think of another. Oh wait, no, wait. Yeah, I think I was just trying to think of another word. Dosh, I got from Adventure Time. Sarah, how's it going? Sorry, I like what you said about my game dev skills being in my 20s and my 3D skills being in my 40s. When I think Alpine Lake, it reminds me of Lake Louise and stuff. Just felt kind of Canadian. Well, it's actually, when I think about it, it's more Vermont. But Vermont is kind of Canadian. Oh, I said your looks are in your 20s and your skills are in your 40s. Oh, that's no way. You think I look in my 20s? You're crazy. You're just buttering me up. Brimming with youth, yet overflowing with wisdom. I'm almost 40. My birthday's in 2 weeks. My birthday's in 2 weeks, and I will be turning 38. Did you do any special solution with your Godot input? It seems I have to fix multiple button input issues. Bumble? I'm not using Godot. I'm using Unity. '30s are the new 20s. That's what they keep telling me. Well, I'm almost done with those, so I hope 40s are the new 30s. Honestly, my 30s have been awesome. I had some good freaking times. My 20s were fun too, but 30s is when I don't know, you're just a little older, a little smarter, and you have a little more money. Is there any slang they use in Vermont? I don't know. I'm not sure. I've only been to Vermont a few times, and I loved it so much that's why this is the setting. Also, Stardew Valley is set in the Pacific Northwest, sort of. So I couldn't just do that. So I chose the other side of the country. And there's an area called the Mount Washington area in New Hampshire and Vermont. The presidential mountain range, that's what it is. The presidential mountain range. And I've hiked those mountains a few times. And there's a lake there called Lake in the Clouds. And it's basically like 5,000, like maybe it's 7,000 feet up. Yeah, or maybe 6,500 feet up is there a lake. And it's kind of cool. It's not a big lake. So the game's lake doesn't really reference. It doesn't like, it's not inspired by that totally, but there are lakes up there. Bumblebee, no worries. So I can't really help you with Godot input. I'm about to move to New Hampshire. Quit my job a few weeks ago and moving from West Coast Canada to New Hampshire for a few years. Wow. Tell me about it. Why? Why did you do that? Just curious. Learn to sell your silly crafts to make a few extra dub. Set up a display table. And hopefully your guests, some of your creations will interest your guests. I hear you can charge a little extra if it's on a nice table. I'm an engineer by trade, and the industry I'm in never really inspired passion in me. Paid pretty well, but I finally got over my edgy teens where I thought you could never find a job you like and thought I should give it a shot. Going back to school for a master's at Dartmouth, hence New Hampshire. So I'll be living there for a few years. Wow. Wow, that's cool. Congrats. What are you going to study? Apparently, Jesum Crow is a Vermont slang meaning Jesus Christ. Jesum Crow? I don't think I want to do that. MBA? Oh, a business master's. Is that what that is? Anything post grad is unknown to me. Well, I wish you the best of luck. So when is that happening? In a few weeks? Or yeah, that's crazy. Not really to learn, it's known more as a network tool, I guess. Yeah, that's what I've heard as well. That's what I've heard as well. I hope you meet all the nice people and make all the good networking friends. What are some other items in the game that require explanation? Yoga mats. I do have a thing in the game where you can run a yoga class. Doesn't do anything yet though. It's expensive though. American school system is no joke. Sorry. Yeah. Those schools are like what, 50, 60 grand a year? That's crazy. That's crazy. Back in my day, I went to a community college and then I went to a city college. So everything was cheap. It's like 2 grand a year. 80K a year. Oh my God. Oh my God. I hope it's worth it. No judgment. Oh my God. Gonna drive down with my partner in a few weeks. Wow. Plus school is a smaller time commitment than work. You know, I get a smidge more time to work on my indie project through school. Nice. Yeah. And in Canadian bucks, that might as well be infinity. Oh, yeah. I dropped out of like 3 different universities. Cobra, how's it going? I'm fortunately in a very comfortable financial situation due to investments, plus working for almost the past decade. Well, there you go. Nice. Yeah, do it up. I got my master's in Korea for less than 10K. Nice. Neat games. How's it going? Welcome in. In Korea. That's cool. I wish I studied abroad when I was younger. It took me until my late 30s to do something abroad. All right, so this is good for now. This is really it. Four additions. Let's put that in the game. Let's write them letters. Content. Resources. Letters. I need to start sorting these into subfolders. It's getting a little messy. This is going to be the magazine, letters, newsletters. Create. Innkeeper. Scriptable objects. I never remember where I put these things. Oh, mail. Letter. Boom. So this is going to be letter, newsletter, and it's going to be called books. There we go. Chilling right now. I'm about to get into VR, just poking around Dev Corner during real dev hours. What sort of investments? Stock market. I was quite into finance for a while and managed my own money and had a knack for it. Hence why I'm trying to pivot from my technical engineering position into an MBA. Yeah, investing is something that everyone should try and do it a little bit. Because if you don't, and you don't have a job with a pension or a 401k, you're going to finish your job one day and you're going to go, where's the money? Back in the day, our parents didn't really have to invest. Companies did it for them. But now you got to do it yourself to make your own retirement package. Oh God, this is the worst thing I've ever said on stream. I'm going to delete this from reality. I'm going to delete the whole VOD just so that sentence never comes out of my mouth. You mean living off like $800 a month from a 40-year pension isn't sustainable? No. I did poorly active investing. I did it as well. I tried to do active investing and didn't work out. But all the stuff that I've just kind of set it and forget it, it's been good. I never saw how the dividends worked out on paper. Good that you got it working. I saw what my parents were going to get paid out when they retired after working for 40 years. And I was like, yeah, I'm just going to set up a fund for them. That's nice that you can do that. So who's this going to be from? It's going to be from... who's going to write this? Who's going to write this? I don't know yet. Let me just fill out the letters. So it's not from anyone. It has no gift. Oh, maybe it gives you the magazine. Like maybe the gift is the letter. And you can take the letter and put it on a shelf. And then maybe this is the description of the item. So you can kind of take it with you. Is that stupid? What's the point of that? I like how dynamic it feels, but there's no point to that. Because why would guests want to read this? But maybe you do get a gift. Let's give a gift. I've only lost trying to time the market. Yeah, you can't predict the future. It's literally impossible. Probably many seniors in that situation. I thought Canada was more balanced that way. Here, the government is pretty decent with chances in funds for seniors. Yeah, I hear you. All right, no gift for now. No gift for now. It's a rabbit hole. We don't want rabbit holes. Sends automatically whenever the conditions are met at the start of the day. Unchecked to manually send at a specific time. I don't think that's true. I think I lied. Autosend does not send it at the start of the day. Autosend sends it the moment, the instant that that letter is available. No, that can't be. That can't be. Can autosend. Who calls you? Mail system. Send ready mail. Who calls you? 3 people call you. Start of day. On load. And start. Okay, so it's pretty much just once a day, yeah. All right. I guess I didn't lie. Thank you, Mard. It seems rude messing with the pension of, let's say, a factory worker or a nurse that essentially breaks their back while working. Yeah, definitely. No job I've ever had any kind of retirement safety net. It's just not happening for most of us. So when should this send? When should this send? When can you have a bookshelf? And how do I introduce this whole system? Maybe maybe an NPC, one of the NPCs just like signs you up. And I just tick a flag that's like signed up. Variables, and we'll say new variable. Boolean. And we'll say magazine sub. Magazine subbed. Hey, Dougie. That's crazy. Here it's mandatory, and you can add to the pension since employers get good deals from banks. Was it in US and Canada this happened? You mean like not requiring companies to have any kind of retirement plans for their employees? This is in the US. I mean, we have Social Security, but some people think that that won't even exist. Augie, how are you? I is dead. Why is you dead? What is the matter with you? In Canada, in my experience, if you are with a corporation, you're forced into investing a small portion per paycheck into a pension plan with an employer match as well. So that sometimes happens in the US, but it's not required. It is only out of the goodness of the company's heart. It's Friday, Augie. It's Friday. I'm not surprised you're tired. It's been a long week. You've been working very hard. I see you streaming 8, 9 hours at a time. It's tiring. You need a nice weekend of rest. Day all same. Just take a break over the weekend. It's too many hours. Yeah, you're burnt out, obviously. I'm burnt out, and I only do 3 hours a day. But the result of that still is not fantastic. I'd say basic financial literacy is super important, and I'd highly recommend doing some research. This does not mean you start trading stocks or anything. Just understand the implications of time. Yes, I agree. I agree. So what NPC? Let me look at all my NPCs. Who do we got? What song is this? This is not video game music. What am I listening to? Has this been music? Wait, what? King Place, the floor is lava. This is Mario 3. I'm gonna skip it. Not enough, still not done. You'll never, I mean, you're not gonna be done for years. Might as well take a break. Also, your Tiny Teams application, just send that shit in. Send that shit in. Also, I'm giving silent shout outs today. Once you see the heart, you know to click it. I don't have an Augie command. Do I? Nah, I don't have one. So Val, when I saw you had your own emotes, I was like, oh man, I can't believe you turned affiliate back on. I didn't realize that you can just have emotes in your channel. So basically only you can use them, and then anyone in the channel can use them. Oh, they never took them away. So you probably can't change them. They're just kind of stuck. That's a funny happenstance. Few days left, game still broken. Game doesn't need to be functional to submit your application. I completely understand why basic chemistry and physics and biology are required. So should financial basics. It's the one thing every person will have to deal with in their adult life. I agree. I took a some kind of basic finance course in college, and it was optional, and it was terrible. It basically just taught you, I mean, it wasn't terrible, but it was like, hey, the stock market exists, and you're going to need to know how to use it. And hey, you're going to need to retire one day, and you're going to need approximately this much money at that time. And that was the finance class. And yes, shit should be a part of the curriculum because we're all forced to do it ourselves. Aaron, how's it going? Yeah, how you been? Oh, those are sub emotes, and I'm technically sub to myself. Oh, interesting. Yeah, why they never teach quaternion in school? Not required. Honestly, not so good, but getting better. Oh shit, I'm sorry. I'm glad to hear that you're getting better though. I learned what quarters are in middle school. I got this. Where the hell are my NPCs? Here they are. Okay. Who is going to sign us up for the magazine? Who's going to do it? Who's going to do it? Is it Benji? Benji doesn't do anything right now. Paul? Paul don't do shit. It's gonna be Paul though. Ooh, I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I know exactly what I'm gonna do. Conversations with Paul. Start. Well, you found my secret hideaway package for Paul. Entering the caves. Chat. When are we doing exploration? I don't know. That's a good question. Just real life stress drama. Struggle to keep my head above water, so to speak. But I'm keeping trucking. Gonna keep trucking. Yeah, keep trucking. Keep trucking. I was just saying earlier, even if nothing is going on in your life, you can be in a terrible mood. And if something terrible is going on in your life and you're at like a dip in your mood, that's when things get really bad. But moods come and go. You can be in a good mood in a bad place, a bad mood in a good place. Everything's constantly changing. Just got to keep going. Did you end up doing the bike thing I suggested? Which was the one thing you suggested? Which was the bike thing you suggested? Probably not. Oh, it was the... I do remember, actually. I didn't... No, I haven't changed it. I haven't touched that code. Sorry, I'm thinking of a simple game teaching my kid hedging inflation. It's a short... wait. It's in short, letting her buy tokens with her allowance that gain value. What do you think? You're going to sign your daughter up for a cryptocurrency that only she has? When you said you had an issue with people collecting things on the bike or the doors, right? Yeah. It was to like poof the bike away or something. Nah, I haven't touched that. Bumblebite coin. All right, so in chat, go. Actually, wait. I'm gonna put it in his start. Basic Paul. Start. So we'll say, I was thinking black glass pearls, but this is a good brainstorm. Like real life black glass pearls? Or that's what you're going to call your new crypto. I redesigned my whole UI for my game to something more fitting in RPG. Aaron, you know what to do. Drop them links. Drop them links we want to see. I basically want you to be able to ask Paul, hey, you got any advice for me? And I want him to be like, no, I got nothing for you. Leave me alone. Here's this magazine subscription. I'll sign you up. There's all the advice you need. UI is hard. I'm such a bad artist. UI is hard. I've heard people call my UI crap. I mostly hear that your UI needs work. But then sometimes people are like, oh, I really like your UI. So what the hell am I supposed to think? I know it's not great. It lives somewhere in the middle of mostly not great. But also everyone's got different opinions. It's sort of subjective. Yeah, definitely is. Okay, so here we go. Package for Paul. Now if you'll excuse me. Okay, yeah. I'm just going to add it to this quest. This quest dialogue. Well, I could use the default, but then I can't get the UI to change colors like it does for the rest of the game, so I made the overlays myself. Yeah, you gave yourself quite the task. But yeah, Make sure to share. We want to see. I'm the anonymous seller you purchased that property from. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have chores to do. All right, we won't cut the conversation off that fast. Create child node. We'll say, so you sold me. Wait. So you sold me. Wait, okay, so when I want the player to talk, I have to keep the options really short, and if I want the player to say something long, I have to put another chat bubble underneath it. Oh, it's doggy dinner time. Ad starts in 1 minute. So I'm gonna run the ad now, and I'm gonna feed the dog, and then Aaron, you get that you get those screenshots ready, and anyone else who has screenshots they want to share or games they want me to play. I want to be distracted today. But yeah, I'm gonna take a short ad break and dog feeding break. So hang tight. Okay, I'm back. You can play my game next week when I release the new dungeon. That's actually not a bad idea. He does know that ads don't play for everyone, right? It's random who gets them. Wait, what? He's playing ads now, but I don't have any ads. Well, I don't know. I have a little countdown that says ads are happening in such and such seconds. So I assume Ads play for everyone that isn't subbed unless you have Twitch Turbo. I will say sometimes when I'm in a stream, the streamer will be like, sorry for the ads, but I won't get them. I don't know. It seems weird. Ever since I moved to Japan, the ads have been different. The behavior of the ads. I think different countries also have different rules. For something a bit older, I recently got my vengeance system to work. Things that happen on death. In this case, spawning more enemies. Let's see. Sarah, I don't think you've ever shared what you were working on. This is great. What was that up there? Was this an arm coming out of a portal? Wait, what? What? This is cool. I had no idea. Sometimes I don't get ads. Yeah, sometimes I don't get ads. It's weird. But then sometimes I'll get an ad when there wasn't an ad like that's supposed to happen. Yeah, this is adorable. I had no idea you were making an action RPG. This reminds me of the N64 Quest 64. Quest 64. Anyone ever play this game? I used to love this game. Definitely played this one. It's smooth. It just looks like Mario. I never noticed. I want to see some combat. Wow, yeah. So I tried to find this. I just bought an N64 and I tried to find this. This really is just Mario. Wait a minute. I never realized how it's exactly Mario. Even like the way he goes in and out of doors and it's almost like they just reskinned it. Game is a tactics strategy RPG, but gridless. Huge pain. Wouldn't recommend. That sounds painful. I think I'd like to make an action RPG one day. Yeah, RPGs are. I always dreamt of making one. I'm just not a good writer. I couldn't make such a story-driven genre game. Is that a character in Smash now? I don't think so. This character has never been in anything other than this game. Oh, here's the battles, yeah. Nice camera angle. Oh my god. What is happening? Can we see the battle? There we go. Oh my, this is horrible. Yeah, I remember these fences. At least you don't have to pay 120 pounds for one N64 game. In the UK secondhand, they're that expensive. Wow. That's the thing, I never want to write a story. Yeah, it's hard to make an RPG without story. All right, let's look at what Aaron's working on. Whitelist us? No. No, definitely not. There we go. Look at that. The Kingdom of Alpine. The New Age. Ooh, I like this guy. I like this guy looking out over the Is that water? Or is that desert? Very cool. Very cool. Nice. Nice. Got a cool journal. Classic. Quests item codex. Mob codex. Nice. My dog is devouring her food right now and pushing her bowl around the floor. Going nuts. That's sort of like him looking out over the world on a cliff. Haven't filled in the blank space yet. Well, it looks good. The only thing I might say is that this is a little hard to read. You might want to adjust the contrast of it so that it sits on top of everything, or maybe frame it, or put it in just put it in like the blank open sky, because it's hard to read in front of the building. And then yeah, and then these values are almost the same, the sky and the inner text. So it kind of gets lost. But I like I like this guy here. I like the composition of that. What you might want to do actually is move him a little to the right, just a little to the right. Have this big expanse, have the castle back here, all the way on the left, and then you can have your title big and in the sky. And then you can have your buttons either down here or in the middle. The color and the logo will change colors if you save the game with the colors in the world. And the game loads up. I'm trying to get the game to read the save data. So if you have blue, the logo will have blue in it. There you go. That sounds complicated. That's a neat idea. Have the title reflect based on save data. Yeah. If you don't have multiple slots, like game slots, then it totally makes sense to do that. Cool. Good stuff, Aaron. Good stuff. And good stuff, Sorrow. I want to know what that guy is. I want to know what this guy is. It's just an arm coming out of a portal. It's crazy. Goodbye, ChatGPT. You failed me. You sold me a pretty rundown house. I had to completely demolish it and start over. What should Paul... How does Paul respond? Well... Did you read the fine print? It clearly stated this property comes with no livable structures. Which is a totally real thing I've seen in real estate ads. Finn! What up, Finn? My car costs $1,200 to service. Ask me anything. That sucks. That mob on him, on his reminds me of Bayonetta's attack move. Oh yeah, it does. It was kind of similar. Have you considered buying a new car? Ironically, that would cost more. Yeah. That's what you do when you aren't an artist. You model and rig an arm so you don't have to do the body and face. I mean, it's pretty creative to do that, I think. Like because that really says a lot of lore. That just that one enemy indicates so much lore about your world. That there's monsters, that there's other dimensions. I feel like you can go crazy with that. Unless it's just a random one-off thing, but that like it like spurs creativity. It like gets the juices flowing. Oof, size intensifies. Sorry to hear that, Finn. Yeah, I'm sorry, Finn. I'm so happy to not have a car anymore. Oh my god. I love hopping on the freaking train here and getting anywhere in 20 minutes. It's wonderful. I would have done more in my game, but I'm kind of distracted by a little game called FF14. What? You're playing Final Fantasy 14? MMOs are drugs. Don't touch this stuff. FF14 takes up so much attention. I love it. Val, you play it too? You guys gotta quit. Quit the MMOs. They're drugs. Turn and cog. Show the strip club. No. Secret. I knew it was coming, but at least they also cleaned it. That was nice of them. Actually, I'm considering a new car. They're getting really cheap now, considering everyone is putting their money into food and rent. Yeah, that's stupid. Why would you buy food and pay rent? Just don't. Just get new cars. Very true. I will take all the praise. There you go. There are indeed monsters and magic everywhere. It's true. The second I was like, oh, there's monsters. I'm like, all right, obviously there's monsters, but other dimensions, that's cool. What you could do is you can have a dungeon that's just all monsters, but their arms are, they all have one arm, and the portal is just cutting off their one arm, and it'll be a fun callback. As a version 1 player before Realm Reborn, so I has goodies like my nay in the credits. Oh, your name in the credits and months, and 25% of sub price. 4,000 hours in 14? Holy shit. Drugs are fun. No, Finn. No, Finn. Why is my mod saying stuff like that? Bad mod. Haven't played in the last 3 years. Okay, good. This is an unpolished gift from over a year ago with the monster you're looking at. Yes. Look at him. Oh my god, it's so good. Slam. Is this everyone on the battlefield? That's a lot of monsters. That's cool. Floating A. Very cool. Sarah, I'm learning so much about you. And it's funny, I was just thinking, the first time I ever seen you in chat was it Zachavelli's chats? Were you all up in Zachavelli's chats? Because I'm pretty sure you were the first person to ever use. I've never seen like the Kappa emote before. When I saw Zachavelli's streams, it was the first time I was ever like on Twitch, and you were in there, and every sentence you had a Kappa in it. And you know how long it took me to realize like what Kappa meant? You're a big Kappa enjoyer. I know you are. I honestly, for a minute, I'm like, is that your emote? Is that what you look like? So in my head, that's what you look like, because that's just how I was introduced to it. The Division, Warframe, ESO. I don't have time for any of these. Seems like you have terrible choice in mods. Yeah, I do. I kappa with the best of them. I've started using kappa a little, but sometimes I like to leave the kappa out and just sound very confusing. You have 16,000 hours. You beat half of the Havens Ward. Oh my god. Since that's when I stopped playing, when the patch stuff leading into Stormblood. Yeah, I don't know what any of these expansions are. That's crazy. For avoidance of doubt. Yeah, it's true. It's smart to use the kappa because people know. It's like, oh, it's a joke. Okay. Don't take it seriously. I mean, it's sarcasm. I get it. Tiny kappa. Kaga, you're the reindeer. To me, you're the reindeer. And I love the reindeer. And I don't know how you have the reindeer. How do you get the reindeer? I got this. I want the reindeer. If you know me, you know it's not serious. But if you don't, then there's always a kappa. It's true. Only drugs I do is smoke cigarettes and drink booze every so often. Yeah, drugs are bad. Drugs are bad. Cap claws? Oh, those are hype emotes. A holiday bit reward. I like it. Seeing the Kappa claws with this music. This is the Stardew Winter music. Oh, that gives me chills. Freaking love the Stardew music. All right, let's finish this. Clearly stated that this property comes with no livable structures. Look at all that. These are all hype train rewards. Everyone, show off your hype train rewards. I want to see them. Is it the unlocked? Oh, Twitch hype train. What do I got? This is what I got. Eh. You got more. They all just blend into one mush. How about this? Oh, wait, actually. Well, do you at least have some advice for me? Kilika! That's a good one, though. That's a good one. Get all those pride ones. Should I do the pride tree? Should I turn this into a pride tree? Augie, you still there? Need this to be a pride tree. I walk away for 9 seconds and it's emote central. Everyone's showing off their hype train rewards. The tree's gay enough. I'd also love to have a pride tree. Yeah, I should do it. Well, do you at least have some advice for me? Question mark. What should he say? Nah. Oh, wait. Am I putting this on the right line? Okay. No. Just no. How about I sign you up for a magazine? Oh, thanks. Or how about I sign you up for a newsletter? An innkeeper newsletter. Actually, the second option should be no thanks. No thank you. He's going to sign you up anyway, though. Yeah. That sounds helpful. And what can he say if he'll just say that's it. Okay, cool. I'll talk to my friend. I'll talk to my friend. I'll have them send you letters. Okay, cool. I'll talk to my friend. Oh, yeah, forget that. This is a very long conversation now. I don't like long conversations. And then if you don't want the magazine subscription, we're going to sign you up anyway. But what snarky thing does he say? Listen, I don't want you coming back and bothering me for help. I'm signing you up anyway. Make link. Okay, perfect. What the hell is this aggressive magazine subscription? Basically, I needed a way to communicate mechanics to the player that I don't currently communicate. So I have this newsletter that gets sent to the player every once in a while. And once you finish Paul's quest, then the newsletters start. So I need to do it like once a week. So crap. I feel like I had a way to do this. Conditions. Conditions? I thought I had date conditions. Time conditions, day minimum. I thought I had like completed quest when. I think I do. I think I do. I have to look at Jules's letter. Jules. Right? No. Favor? Mystery favor. Ooh, I just got word. My wife is getting out on time. That means this stream is over. Goodbye. No. I'm gonna start wrapping it up though. Look for a raid target. This is a short one today. Date conditions, like the conditions the bear sets down. No, no bear dating. Where should we go? I need to ask you guys an opinion. What do you think? What do you think the rules are on devs raiding into cozy game streamers? Like, is it a little too like, hey, look at me, hey, look at me? Wardstone, yeah. How's it going, Wardstone? How was your stream today? You think it's fine? I raid into my friends. I raid into horror streamers. I raid into whoever I want. I guess. It's part of the marketing to target your demographic. Fucking do it. It's only advertising if you have the game dev badge. Wait. I don't have the badge. They won't give it to me for some reason. I don't know why. I am not allowed to have it. I raid into my team. I'm one of only 2 devs in the team of like 80 people. I mean that makes sense. You're in the same team. You can do that. Took like 3 weeks for them to give it to me. It's been like 6 months. Go entirely different direction, like Paw Patrol gameplay stream. Yeah, I hit the request like 6 months ago. I don't know. Maybe I didn't do it right. It's possible I didn't do it right. All right. I'm going to raid someone random. Anyone doing Unity? We're going to raid this person. I don't know what they're doing. It looks like they're making a mobile game. But they're in Unity, so we're going to raid a Unity person. You are dropping a demo though. The only cozy game streamer that I know right now is this person Ronnie, and they have a lot of people. So I feel weird rating, being a small dev, rating a large cozy game streamer. Plus, I've never watched their stream, so I don't really know like what their vibe is. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna raid this person. I'm gonna raid this person. I'm familiar with them. Hyperons. No, for real though. Raid into communities that fit the genre you're filling in with the game. Become familiar with them. Maybe I'll just like search the Stardew Valley community next time. But this time we're gonna go to Hyperons. He's working on something crazy. In Unreal, not a Unity dev. Fair to say, 4:30 a.m. No cozy streamers I know are on. They're all Australian right now. All of the cozy game streamers are Australian. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, everybody. It's a pretty quick stream. I don't think we got any follows. I don't think we got any raids, right? Yeah, we just had a chill time, and I wrote 6 lines of dialogue, and it was still good. We did something today. You always gotta do something. We did one thing. I know some. Shocker, there's a few in my team. Well, let me know who they are. But yeah, I might be back tomorrow morning, but I'm not sure. I might not be back until Monday, or maybe even Tuesday. I don't know.